Hello, welcome to my accountability challenge. This is the 10 minutes of reading the Bible. I was like, you know what? I'm on this journey to get the followers and get the views and start making money on social media. And the lady that said, she said, film everything. She said, film everything. I almost filmed cleaning up in here, but I was like, I'm kind of private, so I didn't know if that was too much. I mean, it's cleaner. I don't know. But I also watch those rug videos, those rug cleaning videos. I've watched them for hours. I'm looking down like, have I been watching this for 2 hours? So it's super like calming and relaxing. Let me show you where I am. I'm just sitting at the table. You see my flowers, my bookcase. Those are returns. I need to get my jacket dry cleaned. I don't have a TV. When I first started trying to get back into shape, I've been big my whole life. I've always been 200 something pounds. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get rid of my TV and get rid of that distraction. But now I just scroll on social media all day. So did I get rid of it? No, but I'm working on it. This is art I got from the Fort Myers Art Walk. Okay, enough. Genesis, verse 1, chapter 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness covered the surface of the watery depths, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Then God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. There was an evening and there was a morning one day. Then God said, "Let there be an expanse between the waters, separating water from water." So God made the expanse and separated the water under the expanse from the water above the expanse. And it was so. God called the expanse sky. Evening came and then morning the second day. Then God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the gathering of the water he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and fruit trees on the earth, bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds." And it was so. The earth produced vegetation, seed-bearing plants according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Evening came and then morning the third day. Then God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the sky to separate the day from the night. They will serve as signs for seasons and for days and years. They will be lights in the expanse of the sky to provide light on the earth." And it was so. God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule over the day, and the lesser light to rule over the night, as well as the stars. God placed them in the expanse of the sky to provide light on the earth, to rule the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. Evening came and then morning, the fourth day. Then God said, "Let the waters swarm with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the sky." So God created the large sea creatures and every living creature that moves and swarms in the water, according to their kinds. He also created every winged creature according to its kind, and God saw that it was good. God blessed them. "Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the waters of the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth." Evening came and then morning, the fifth day. Then God said, "Let the earth produce living creatures according to their kinds, livestock, creatures that crawl, and the wildlife of the earth according to their kinds. And it was so. So God made the wildlife of the earth according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that crawl on the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. They will rule the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, the livestock, the whole earth, and the creatures that crawl on the earth." So God created man in his own image. He created him in the image of God. He created them male and female. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful, multiply, fill the earth, and subdue it. Rule the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, and every creature that crawls on the earth." God also said, "Look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant on the surface of the entire earth, and every tree whose fruit contains seed. This will be food for you. For all the wildlife of the earth, for every bird of the sky, and for every creature that crawls on the earth, everything having the breath of life in it, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw that all he had made, and it was very good indeed. Evening came, and then morning, the sixth day. Chapter 2. This is the Bible that I use. Santa Biblia. Half of it is in Spanish and half of it's in English. I speak Spanish. Am I fluent like a native? No. But am I working to be there? Yes. If you heard me speaking Spanish, people like, "Are you Panamanian? Are you Dominican?" I'm like, thank you. But I just learned it. I'll take a quick break for a quick story. I went to school in College of Charleston. The undergrad is like, when I was there, it was like 10,000 students, and they had graduate programs that was maybe a couple of thousand students. So I met a woman there that was in the graduate program. Her name was Erica. And I don't know how we met. I was in probably some political group or went to some meeting. The College of Charleston is dedicated to diversity, and I will forever love them for that. So we end up going to dinner, and she starts speaking Spanish with the waiter. Now, I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. It's a small town. People live there and die there and have kids there, and they never move, never go anywhere else. Every time I go home, it looks exactly the same. It's basically a time capsule, and I love it. I love Columbia. So she's from where I'm from. I was so naive and young at that point. I really had a sheltered upbringing, even though I didn't think about that until I got older. I was like, wow, you know what? I have not been exposed to really much. I saw this other Black woman speaking Spanish, and I said, I must possess this. It was like a superpower. So the next day, I go to the college, the study abroad program, because she told me, I was like, how did you learn this? I must have this. She was like, I went to Spain and I studied abroad and I learned it there. I went to the study abroad office. I was like, look, hi, I'm Octavia. I bet you when I was talking, they were like, what? You must possess this thing? I'm like, yes. I was like, I went to dinner last night. There was a Black girl. She was speaking Spanish. I need to speak Spanish. They said, honey, the program is closed. It's been closed for weeks. I was like, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I need this. She said, okay. If you can get your passport, we'll open it up for you. I went, I got my passport. They gave me $8,000 to go for the semester, and I went to Spain and I learned Spanish. When I am thinking about my life and thinking about all of the blessings that's been over the whole thing the whole time, and me currently getting closer to God and getting closer and getting in the Word, it's just like, He's incredible. So that's a little story about me. I've had a great life. I've had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of downs. But when I look back on it, I'm like, it was all to build me spiritually. It was all to grow me emotionally and to mature me into the woman I am today, to be able to help people, to be able to really inspire people and help them know their worth, and to help them not allow people to disrespect them so they can stand up for themselves. So that's why I think my purpose is to help people. Chapter 2. So the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. On the seventh day, God had completed his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, for on it he rested from all his work of creation. I'm going to reread that. Chapter 2. So the heavens and the earth and everything in them were completed. On the seventh day, God had completed his work that he had done, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work that he had done. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, for on it he rested from all his work of creation. Ooh, that's powerful. It's like we're supposed to create, rest. These are the records of the heavens and the earth concerning their creation. At the time that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, no shrub of the field had yet grown on the land, and no plant of the field had yet sprouted, for the Lord God had not made it rain on the land, and there was no man to work the ground. But mist would come up from the earth and water all the ground. Built-in irrigation. Then the Lord God formed the man out of the dust from the ground and breathed the breath of life into his nostrils, and the man became a living being. The Lord God planted a garden in Eden in the east, and there he placed the man he had formed. The Lord God caused to grow out of the ground every tree pleasing in appearance and good for food, including the tree of life in the middle of the garden, as well as the tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river went out from Eden to water the garden. From there it divided and became the source of 4 rivers. The name of the first is Pishon, which flows through the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold. Gold from that land is pure. Bdellium is Bdellium, maybe Dillium, and onyx are also there. The name of the second river is Gihon, which flows through the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is Tigris, which runs east of Assyria, and the fourth river is the Euphrates. The Lord God took the man and placed him in the Garden of Eden to work it and watch over it. And the Lord God commanded the man, "You are free to eat from any tree of the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for on the day you eat from it, you will certainly die." Then the Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper corresponding to him." The Lord God formed out of the ground every wild animal and every bird of the sky, and brought each to the man to see what he would call it. And whatever the man called a living creature, that was its name. The man gave names to all livestock, to the birds of the sky, and to every wild animal. But for the man, no helper was found corresponding to him. So the Lord God caused a deep sleep to come over the man, and he slept. God took one of his ribs and closed the flesh at that place. Then the Lord God made the rib he had taken from the man into a woman and brought her to the man. And the man said, "This one at last is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. This one will be called woman, for she was taken from the man." This is why a man leaves his father and mother and bonds with his wife, and they become one flesh. Both the man and his wife were naked, yet felt no shame. That is my 10 minutes of reading today, plus a little story for y'all. I'm about to go to the gym, do my workout, and then I'm going to get to work.